let's walk through how we would use the IODA dashboard to explore recent outages. By default, the IODA dashboard presents outages that have occurred in the past 24 hours. On the dashboard, we have a search bar here to search a country, region, or specific internet provider, which is referred to as an autonomous system, or AS. Then we have a time filter that allows you to select the time range. Here you can see the 3 different tabs for the 3 different levels of outage analysis IODA provides. First we have country, then region, and ASN or ISP, which again stands for Autonomous System Number and Internet Service Provider. Here below we have a map view that is shaded based on the severity of an outage score. You'll see the map view on the country tab and the region tab. So red indicates the most severe outages. Blue would be the least severe. Sometimes blue just represents noise in the signals and not a true outage. We calculate the outage score based on the number of signals that are indicating an outage and the severity of the decrease of the signal. This table on the right provides a list of countries with the highest outage scores. The blue, orange, and green squares to the left of the outage score represent which signals are producing an alert. So for Malawi, we can see that active probing, which is blue, and BGP, which is green, are both producing alerts. Telescope, however, is not producing an alert. Here in Ethiopia, orange square represents that Telescope is producing the alert. Each country name here is actually a link that we can click to see the additional information about the outage affecting the country. Let's take a look at Malawi. Now that we are looking at specific signals for a country, it's important to note that IODA has 2 different modes to pick from for visualizing data: simplified and advanced. You can toggle between the 2 in the upper right-hand corner. For this screencast, we will focus on the simplified view, but we also will mention some functionality available in the advanced view. And later, when we look at specific cases, we will show the simplified and advanced views. For more information on the advanced view, you can refer to our help documentation. Here actually in reports, we have a whole report on how to use the functionality in the advanced view. So at the country level, the first information that we see are the 3 IODA signals over time. By default, IODA normalizes these signals so that they lie between 0 and 100%, enabling easy visual comparison across the signals. As you may know, normalizing data means adjusting values measured on different scales to a notionally common scale. In this case, 0% and 100%. Otherwise, it could be difficult to compare the green, blue, Telescope, and Google traffic signals. In this simplified view, you will see that the signals are always normalized between 0 and 100%. In the advanced view, you can turn that off and see the raw values. And here you can see that Google traffic is such a larger range of values that it makes the BGP and active probing signals kind of disappear to the bottom. So that's why we have the normalized values. You'll also note that in the advanced view, you can turn alert bands on. We have taken this off the simplified view because we find that the alert bands can be really confusing because they are not very sophisticated. So sometimes an alert band could be a false positive, meaning you see this red band, but it's not actually an outage. Or it could be a false negative where you don't see an alert band, but there is an actual outage. So These alert bands, they can definitely help you locate an outage. This darker portion is where there are two alerts going off for both BGP and active probing. So it can be helpful, but don't rely on these alert bands. So on the right-hand side, we'll see this selected signal pane. This serves as both a legend for the map, as well as a place where you can add and remove signals. You can add and remove them simply by checking the box. I'll show you another way to add and remove signals as well. So down here, this serves as a legend for the time series graph. And you can use this legend to also turn off signals simply by clicking them. When you click on a signal, it will appear grayed out and it will remove it from the chart above. So another important functionality of this chart, time series chart, is that you can move your mouse along a certain signal and get valuable information. You can get the date. So at this point along this BGP signal, it's Friday, December 16th, 10:40 UTC. UTC is Coordinated Universal Time. All time in IODA will appear in Coordinated Universal Time. So, and you can also see that at this point in time, BGP is at 100%. If we look back on Thursday the 15th at 21:25 UTC, BGP drops to 99%, which is what triggered that BGP alert, because BGP is usually quite stable, as we discussed in the earlier chapter, so that triggered an alert. The box outline will correspond to the signal line you have your mouse hovered over. So right now, active probing is showing us the active probing date and percentage, and it's outlined in blue. If we switch to BGP, the box is outlined in green. So that will help you just to know which signal am I looking at. Pay attention to the outline of the box.